Our country is roaring. Our businesses are, you're going to see some numbers in 12 months. I'm looking at Pam because I hope something's going to be done about it. I'll become chairman. And I'll give myself an honor. Maybe I'm going to honor, next year we'll honor Trump.
Okay, guys, we have another wild ride of a Trump press conference to jump into. If you haven't already, leave us a like on the video. It helps us out a ton. And let's get right to the breakdown.
1978, the Kennedy Center honors have been among the most prestigious awards in the performing arts. I wanted one. I was never able to get one. This year, it's true, actually. I would have taken it if they would have called me. I waited and waited and waited. And I said, the hell with it. I'll become chairman. And I'll give myself an honor. Maybe I'm going to honor, next year we'll honor Trump, okay?
It's just like, what are we doing at this point? How did we genuinely end up in the timeline where our president is taking over an institution and gifting himself an award and then pretending he deserves the award? Trump takes over the Smithsonian and then has them erase history that he doesn't like. He strong arms private institutions into stopping teaching Black history and ethnic studies and to not hiring Black faculty. It's literally erasing studies on things he doesn't like in the medical field to point to vaccine due autism and COVID vaccine fake, to paint a narrative he wants rather than actually prioritizing public health. And he's now taking over institutions to, again, give himself an award that was once considered prestigious. This doesn't happen in a democracy. You don't see these things happen. This is Stalin-esque. This is Mao-esque. Like, the combination of actions taken by Trump, the erasing of history, the controlling of civil servants who release the numbers, the statisticians, right? It's mask off at this point. And MAGA has also revealed their hand that they don't really care. They pretended like, oh, we do care, but Trump's not doing that. And now that they can't do that, they're just like, yeah, actually, we love it. This is the end result. None of them value democracy like we thought. Also, hilarious, the party that cried woke indoctrination in every institution by all media and more is now the party responsible for why history, labor numbers, medical studies, and more will be partisan, more partisan, and have more indoctrination going forward. But I guess woke just means left, so not woke good.
I had to go through the Russia hoax. And it was actually, it was a strain on the relationship. I actually told them, I said, you know, they got this phony investigation going on, Russia, totally phony, created by Adam Schiff, Shifty Schiff, and Hillary Clinton and the whole group of them. And it made it very dangerous for our country because I was unable to really deal with Russia the way we should have been. I'm looking at Pam because I hope something's going to be done about it. These people put our country at great danger. And Adam Schiff, it was all made up. It was a hoax. The Mueller Report came out. They all hated me. They had 18 Trump haters. And they said I did nothing wrong. They couldn't believe, they couldn't find anything. After years of investigation, it was all a hoax.
Okay, two things here. First, if you need any more evidence that MAGA's whole shtick is just Democrats bad on everything without ever knowing what they're actually talking about, Marco Rubio is who led the way on the Senate report that found this to be true. I wonder why Trump only named Democrats, though. I'll let you think about that one. Second, love that he gets to get away with the Mueller Report exonerated me lie for this many years because MAGA can't read and he knows they can't read. Mueller not only uncovered evidence of Russian interference, but over 10 instances that could constitute obstruction of justice by Trump trying to cover up those tracks. People in Trump's campaign, like Michael Flynn, Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, were literally arrested and convicted in connection to this. And again, a Republican Senate panel and the intelligence community then went on to confirm it. Nobody serious debates this anymore.
So many things, but the biggest thing is, from a business standpoint, deductions. You know, that was tremendous. It's going to, our country is roaring. Our businesses are, you're going to see some numbers in 12 months when these factories are open. You know, we're opening up factories all over the world, all over the country, but that's all spreading to, I think we're spreading the wealth all over the world, if you want to know the truth. But we're opening them in this country at a level that we've never seen before.
I want to be clear that his tariffs could change this, but the sad thing is that there's some truth to what he's saying here, in which MAGA will try to cope attached to the tariffs. And because they don't understand economics, so they'll be like, happened under Trump, has to beat Trump, but they're actually going to be things coming from like the Chips and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, or the infrastructure bill, which I'll show. And we've already seen Trump try this though, like the Taiwan semiconductor plant that's under construction in Arizona. That's from the Chips and Science Act, right? But Trump tried to take credit for that and said that they were coming because of him. There's also a Hyundai EV factory being built in Georgia from the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act's green energy incentives that Trump is actually trying to end. Canadian Solar opened a plant in Texas. This BMW in South Carolina, Freyr Battery in Georgia, Albemarle. I don't know that company as well. They're a lithium refinery in South Carolina. All of these came from the infrastructure bill, right? Construction spending in 2024 was a record $240 billion under Trump. That construction is underway this year. Unless Trump's tariffs change these and that it leads to layoffs that negate the gains, or they scare these companies away / force them to shut down, these are all set to create jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs, right? But because of Biden. This is Biden who bad on jobs and Trump has to fix the economy or whatever. And Trump can easily take credit for them, which presidents do, right? And he probably will. It will be interesting, however, to see how it plays out, given his tariffs thus far had led to increased prices and manufacturing losses. What if he also loses these and they're not even in full effect yet?